There are many battles that we all face in life. Certain circumstances will come into your life, and these battles that we must face has different stories connected to it. These battles that we face each and every day of our lives has many things and many circumstances that sometimes we just don't feel that we're prepared for. But we must find a way. We must find a way and an understanding that this thing that we are dealing with right now in our lives is only temporary. It's temporary and it will not last forever. You must realize that you must grow enough tenacity within yourself to press on. We are all going to face many battles in our lives. And some of these battles we will not always win. But we must have the winning attitude. Regardless if we fall down, regardless if the struggle is so hard, regardless if we get pushed back a few steps, we must continue to press on. We must disconnect ourselves and stop being prisoners to the sadness, to the weakness, to the fear, to the doubt. We must become strong. We must become something unique. We must put on that suit of armor and prepare ourselves for battle. Yes, every battle cannot be won, but the winning attitude to not give up is more than enough to carry on. I hurt every day of my life, but I learned through the pain. My mother and father are gone. I don't have parents anymore. When I lost my mother 10 years ago, I didn't think that this woman would just leave so soon. But she's gone now. It hurts to even speak on the transition and how she went through and the things that she had to endure. But she's no longer suffering. But I also remember the words that she instilled in me and the things that she would tell me as a young man. And she would say to me, son, no matter how hard things get in life, don't let the pain turn you away from your truth. Learn from your pain. Learn from all of the struggles that you will face in life and continue to make a difference in this world. And now that I'm at the age that I am today, I do that every day of my life. And recently losing my father, it became even more of a struggle. And to this day, I still grieve. I still mourn them. But every loss that has happened, it has given me power. It has given me strength. It has resonated through my veins to turn my pain into my passion. Now, the thing you have to consider is that pain is good for you. Pain is going to do so much to you. Pain is going to do things that you could never understand. Sooner or later, you have to realize that through the pain, there will come a victory. Now you're probably saying, Coach, why are you talking about all of this sorrow, all of these things that you dealt with in your life? But ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you as though you're here in this place with me right now. I'm opening up to you right now. This is not something that is scripted. In fact, I don't even do scripted speeches or anything like that. I am opening up to you to let you know that no matter what struggles that you have been through in your life, no matter how much pain that you've experienced in your life, you have to turn it to something greater than your pain. I hurt every day of my life, but I learned through the pain. I struggle some days of my life, but I learned through the pain. Sometimes I want to quit and give up, but I realize it's not my time. In fact, I'm never here to give up. I'm here to go up. I'm here to soar beyond the clouds. I've been homeless. I wanted to give my life up. I have had everything thrown at me. I have been rejected, but I rose above it because I know who I am inside. The question is, do you know who you are inside? Your circumstances, your challenges, your losses, everything that you have endured in your life, if you're standing on your 2 feet right now, if you got breath in your body, you are not done. You have power right now. You have strength right now. Don't let nothing hold you back. I'm here to give you the message of hope and understanding that no matter what struggle that you are going through, no matter what pain you are going through, let your pain be your passion. I can't. I cannot. I can't. I'll try. I'll try. I tried. How does that sound? Listen to that. I can't. I tried. I'll try. This is not the time to be embracing any of that. The word can't should not exist in your vocabulary. And try? Why even bother? If you're not going to do everything that is necessary to get where you want to be in your life, why even bother? Sounds harsh, doesn't it? Makes you wonder, why am I saying exactly what I just said? Because the time is now for you to recognize that there is no time to be feeling pity about your discussions and what it is that you have inside yourself. You have got to have a different type of conversation within yourself and stop doing the word can't and stop doing the word try. Now let's talk about can't. The word can't. What has it done for so many people? And what has it done for you? Has can't elevated you? Has can't put you in a better place in your life? Has can't made you feel stronger? Has can't made something resonate inside of you to give you the ability to carry on? Or if can't, has it put you in a position to where you're just standing still and you're waiting for something? Maybe you're waiting for a handout. Maybe you're waiting for a pat on your back. Maybe you're waiting for someone to hold your hand. Can't. What is it doing for you now? Can't is not something that you need to be holding on to. Can't doesn't do anything for me. And it shouldn't do anything for you. What it is that you are seeking in your life and what it is that you are going for in your life, cannot be attached to it. It takes more. It takes much more than the word can't. It is a word that should never exist in your life. Whatever mistakes that you are making, whatever failures that you have faced, embrace it and carry on. Because the word can't It ain't gonna care nothing about you anyway. It doesn't love you. It doesn't care about you. And when you have the word can't in your mind, excuses will follow. So how do you carry on? What is it that you need to do? And how far are you willing to take it? Now let's talk about try. Trying seems to be the new thing. Well, I wouldn't even say that it's the new thing. It seems like it's the everyday thing for so many people. Well, I tried. I couldn't put down that chocolate piece of cake. I couldn't put that piece of cake down. I tried. I couldn't get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I tried to get up, but I couldn't get up. I tried. I tried to be nice, but I couldn't be nice. I tried. Everything you did is try, but you didn't even give yourself the satisfaction in doing. Why not just do it? How many hours do you put into your craft? How much work are you putting into your ideas? How many times have you taken so many breaks that it pushed you back instead of pushing you forward? How much suffering have you put into your craft? How much suffering are you willing to endure for success? This is the time you need to ask yourself. You need to get clarification within yourself and understand what it is to be successful. Success doesn't take vacations. Ask yourself this: how many champions have you seen in your lifetime? Or do you know any champions? Perhaps maybe you were a champion at one time in your life, but you took a vacation. See, the thing about champions is that there are very few of them, but there are many more people that do not understand the significance of what it means to apply significant hard work. And to be able to get the hard work in and being able to persevere in their lives. I understand that you get tired. I understand you have those off days, but there are no off days when it comes to success. You have to have the ability to stand on and stand up and rise up to the occasion and getting the work done. You got to suffer through success. You have to believe in your possibilities. You have to understand that there's only one person that can get it done. If the rest of the team is not doing what they need to do, then you have to take the charge. Maybe you don't feel you have leadership qualities, but you do. We are all positioned to lead some point in time in our lives. But are you prepared to suffer? Are you prepared to go through the nights and the daytimes of many hours of applying everything you have within yourself? Have you had that point in your life when you was just so tired and you couldn't push that next hour or that second hour out because you needed your sleep? Oh, I need to catch up on my sleep. You can't catch up on your sleep. There is no such thing as catching up. It means nothing but going up to the next level in your life. That's what it's about. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. You've been putting in so many hours, but yet, are you in a position to quit? Or are you in a position to go harder? Are you in a position to go stronger? Are you willing to dig and go as far as you can in your life? Are you willing to suffer? See, you got to understand, when I talk about champions, when I talk about people who are ultimately successful, you got to remember these people don't take breaks. They don't know what rest is. When everybody's telling you you should rest, you should be working. Because if you're resting, then you're taking away your best of yourself. Now, I'm not telling you to commit suicide and bury yourself in your work. There is always going to be a time and place for everything. But what is everything? What is everything to you? And how far are you going to give yourself more? How much more are you willing to give of yourself? Success, it doesn't take breaks. It's not going to apologize. It's not going to wait for you. It's not gonna say, hey, I'll give you a little bit more time and I'll come pick you up later. No, it doesn't work like that. That's not how success works. But you got to be the one to take the stand. You got to be the one to go forward. How far and how much are you willing to give of yourself? Are you prepared to suffer? Do you know how many hours it takes to be the best of yourself? Do you know how much work you got to put in? You can't be in and out with your project. You can't be in and out with your craft. Your ideas are your ideas. Your dreams are your dreams. Now go after it. But understand there's going to be some rocky times. There's going to be a lot of hills that you're going to have to climb. There's going to be a lot of obstacles that are going to try to stand in your way. But you don't have to take these obstacles and hold on to them. Utilize everything you have in your heart and in your mind and in your soul and connect with these things so that you can get the most of your life. So feel and understand that success doesn't come easy. You don't deserve a reward if you didn't apply the work. You hear often people will say, work smart, not hard. No champion works easy. There is no easy and work. Work is work. That means you got to put in the work if you want to get something out of it. Just pace yourself, but get to work. You don't have to go fast, but get to work. You don't necessarily have to go slow, but get to work. This is it. This is that time, and this is that moment right now. You look at all of these people today. Look at all the successful people. How many times have you looked at your television or you saw someone driving up the block with a nice vehicle or someone living in a nice home on top of a hill and you said, man, I wish I had a house like that. Why are you wishing instead of doing? We must put on that suit of armor. We must disconnect ourselves and stop being prisoners to the sadness, to the fear. And these battles that we must face has different stories connected to it. These battles that we face each and every day of our lives has many things that sometimes we just don't feel that we're prepared for. We must find a way and an understanding that this thing that we are dealing with right now in our lives is only temporary. It's temporary and it will not last forever. You must realize that you must grow enough tenacity within yourself to press on. We are all going to face many battles in our lives. And some of these battles we will not always win. These days and times have been so challenging. So many people have given up. Life is beautiful. And you must be able to hold on to it for as long as you can. If you're holding on to fear, disconnect it. That relationship that you are in right now may not be working out. Get your mind and your body in the right place. Work on you. Focus on your opportunities. You have seen things that others do not understand. You have been through things that others will never be able to go through on their own. This is what makes you unique. Press on and fight with everything you have. I look at myself every day and I always come back to the conclusion, I can't be like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. I never said that I was the best, but I'm gonna be the best of myself. I'm gonna be good within myself. I'm gonna learn within myself. I'm gonna seek everything that I need within myself. And I may not have everyone celebrating with me. Everybody's not gonna clap for me. But I have to have the ability to celebrate for myself. I don't need to be a part of a crowd to feel good about who I am inside. You don't need to be a part of a crowd to know who you are inside. Because everything that everybody else is doing doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for you. You don't need to be like everybody else, but you need to be the best of yourself. Be able to feel good about who you are, what you are, and what you are ultimately made of. Because without that, how far are you willing to go? Don't sacrifice yourself to please others. Don't give all of your energy to people who really don't care about you. Make sure you understand the significance and how you go about your life. Why do you feel that you need to be a part of a group or some kind of an organization to feel important? Do you feel that it's necessary for you to stand out because you're a part of a group? Now, I'm not going to tell you that being a part of a group or even an organization is a bad thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it justifies who you are as a person. When everybody's out there making mistakes, when everybody's out there not being responsible, are you going to be the one to be responsible? If you are a father, if you are a mother, it is your responsibility to be the best parent that you can be. If you are in charge of a company, or you're a manager, or anything that requires your responsibility to step up, then it is up to you to lead by example. You have to take the lead, not always following, but leading the pack, leading in the right direction, doing the things that will take you to the levels that you need to go and beyond them. But you can't hold back anymore. And you can't say, I'm sorry all the time, because your sorry just ain't gonna cut it. Step up to the plate and be responsible. Step up to the plate and do what's necessary. Step up to the plate and do all the things that is required, and then we can talk. Then we can talk about the next thing in your life. Then you can have that intimate conversation with yourself, within yourself, and realize that this is it. Now I got more work to do. There comes a time in your life where you have to step up to the plate. There comes a time in your life where you have to understand the significance of what it means to be responsible. To have the responsibility to understand that you have to take full control of your actions. Now, many people tend to wait and not get themselves in a position to where they need to be and to be accountable for what they do in their lives. Being responsible, taking full action of everything you do in your life depends on you. Now, many people are waiting for something. They're waiting for something to happen. They're waiting for someone to give them the okay to move on. But this is not something that you need to be thinking about. You have got to realize that it is up to you to make moves, to move forward, to get the job done. Being responsible, taking full responsibility to everything that you do. From the way you speak, the way you walk, maybe even the way you dress. Because your presentation and everything you do depends on you. I'm here to let you know right now, ladies and gentlemen, that you got to be the one to take action. You got to be the one to realize that it is up to you to get things done and get it done the right way. Sometimes people just don't want to be responsible. They want to make excuses. They want to hold back. They're waiting for something. As I said before, waiting is not going to get the job done. Ask yourself, when you get up in the morning, what is your daily routine? What is your routine every single day of your life? What did you miss out on? What did you forget? And are you looking for someone to bail you out? This is not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time for you to be responsible for your actions, to have full capabilities of everything that you do moving forward in your life. There's no time to say, I'm sorry. There's no time to say, I quit. When you're saying that you're sorry, don't be sorry, just do better. Do better in your actions. Because sorry doesn't always cut it. You just got to do better. You got to do better in your life. Because if you're holding back, then you can't go forward. You can't get the most of your life because you're not being responsible. You're not doing the things that are necessary to get the job done. So why do you continue to wait? Why do you continue to hold back? If you make a mistake, so what? Make the mistake. Learn from the mistake and press on. But don't sit around and just wait. Don't lay around. Don't be lazy. Be responsible. If you make it a mistake, it's okay. Make the mistake. Learn from it and carry on. Who said that you had to be perfect? If you believe in your life right now that everything you do is going to be perfection, then you're making the biggest mistake of all. You just lied to yourself. You believe in something that's not even true. Who said that you had to be perfect? But it is your duty to carry on. It is time to take control of your now. To be able to get back in the driver's seat. To understand that you must be tougher than your life. But what is life? What does life mean to you? Do you feel that life is holding you back? Are you blaming your life for the difficulties that you face day in and day out? Why does life have to be so difficult? Why must we struggle so much? What good is life if every day there's so much pain? Life is not responsible for how you take care of your own mindset. You must be in control of everything that you do going forward in your life. You must have the possession of understanding that life is good. Doesn't matter what day it is. If you're alive, life is good. If you're struggling, life is good. If you're having a bad day, it's a day to make a difference. It's a day to define who you truly are inside. What is your true purpose? How much of yourself do you have left? Is life really that bad? Do you really think it's that tough? Life cannot apologize. Life will continue to go on. You just happen to be a part of it. But you only got so much time. So you can't waste it. You can't concern yourself about things that you have no control over. When it starts to get tough, you must get a little bit tougher. You must understand that you are not the only one in this world that's got a story to tell. Don't be sorry. Just do better. Stop Stop showing up for work late all the time. Stop being late for your success. Stop apologizing for the same mistakes over and over again. When you know you've done wrong, wake up and do right. Be accountable for your actions, because actions speak louder than words. Stop depending on other people for you to do what's right. Having a pity party is not something that you celebrate. Don't be the sorriest person walking on earth. Start being more an exceptional idea of why you exist in this world. Many mistakes will happen in your life. No one is perfect. But don't make sorry your cushion. Don't make sorry your teddy bear. Don't make sorry your place of escape. Because excuses is a manifestation of failure. Stop giving in to sorry. Stop letting sorry dictate you. Stop letting sorry tell you what to do. You better realize that everybody is not going to accept your sorry. No one wants to hear it. Being sorry comes and goes, but every day doesn't have to be a sorry story about you. I'm sorry I'm late today. I'm sorry I broke your heart. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry I didn't do this. I'm sorry I didn't do that. When are you gonna come back to the reality and just do what is necessary to carry on? Do better. Do better within yourself. Being better, it's a process in all itself. But sorry just won't cut it. Stop pretending and start doing, because no one owes you anything. This is a reality check. Stop making sorry your master. Stop making sorry your place of business. Sorry? What you sorry for? Are you sorry that you woke up this morning? Are you sorry that you didn't make the cut? Are you sorry you just didn't have what it took? Stop being sorry and start doing better. Better within you. Better than anyone has ever seen. Better than your mistakes. Better than your failures. Better than those that doubted you. Sorry? You're not sorry. You just need to do better. Better is what you should be seeking, not sorry. Sorry is not something you want in your life. Pity party, we are done with that. There is no celebration in sorry. There are no victories in sorry. Sorry won't carry you over. Sorry won't pick you up. Sorry won't push you forward. Be better. Be better within yourself. When you speak, speak with power. When you speak, convict yourself to it. When you speak, own it, because it's yours. No one can take it away from you. Think about it. How many times have you rolled over in your bed and you hit that snooze button when you know you should have gotten up. You said you needed 5 minutes, but all you did was wasted 5 minutes of opportunity. 5 minutes of your greatness has just been wasted because you felt you had more time. There is no time to waste on your success. There is no time to waste on your greatness. This time, this moment, this opportunity, this greatness comes from you. Your words and what you manifest can be a reality, but you got to dig, and you got to continue to work forward and not back. You have to continue to look up and see your purpose and see your promise. Don't wait for someone to tap you on your shoulders and tell you to go. You go because you must go. Own it and speak life, not death. Speak life into your greatness. Speak life into your opportunities. Speak life into what it is that you seek. For this is your life. And this is your opportunity to show the world what you are ultimately capable of. And there's power in your voice. There's uniqueness in the words that you speak. There's greatness in your voice. Do you understand that what you speak of, you must own it? This is the time right now to recognize the power in your voice. There are many things that you will speak on. And when you use those words, you must stay committed to it. But you also must understand, if you are speaking negatively, then negative things will come out. Do not possess negative thoughts. Do not possess negative ideas. For you are responsible for the actions that you take in your life. There are going to be times that you will see something that is standing right before you, and you may not even believe that it's a reality. You may think that it's an optical illusion, but this opportunity that you are facing that is standing directly in front of you, you must own it and take charge. You have to commit to everything that you do, but you must make sure that you are committing to the possibilities and not the negativity. I'm letting you know right now that you are a possible individual. You are a possible being. You are a possible reality. And this is the time for you to recognize that. Don't stop now. Don't give up on now. Find the way that you are recognizing within yourself and build on it. Just like clay, you must shape it. You must mold it. And you must make it a masterpiece. How many times have you said you couldn't do it? How many times that you said that you didn't have the strength? How many times? How many more times? When is enough gonna be enough? When are you gonna rise up and realize your true potential? When are you gonna commit to your real truth? Because your words matter.